Hello, folks. Pastor Mike Hoggard here, pastor of Bethel Church in Festus, Missouri, head of prophetic research ministry, with another Watchman video broadcast. Oh, wait a minute. Because everybody knows that the fries at the bottom of the bag are the best. Yeah. Pretty good. What am I doing? I'm being a threat to national security. That's what I'm doing. And I'll explain that here in just a little bit. I got some news stories I want to read to you. But I'm being a threat to national security. I love McDonald's. I really do. McDonald's French fries, McDonald's Coca-Cola, and just a plain McDonald's cheeseburger. Nations around the world that don't have a McDonald's restaurant, I don't know how they live. I mean, I really don't. I'm being a threat to national security. I'll explain that in a little bit. I've got several things I want to talk about today, and we're going to talk about a labyrinth. If you don't know what that is, I got a picture of it right here. I'll show it to you here in a little bit. But we're going to wait till the end of the broadcast, and I'll show you what that means. Got some things, and some people helped me do some research on this, and I really appreciate it. But here's a news story. If I ever thought about moving to Oakland, California, for whatever reason, you can forget about it now. Some of these criminals in Oakland don't call the cops. Oakland's police chief is making some dire claims about his force, about what his force will and will not respond to if layoffs go as planned. Chief Anthony Batts listed exactly 44 situations that his officers will no longer respond to, and they include, little petty, little Mickey Mouse things like grand theft, burglary, car wrecks. They won't respond anymore to car wrecks, identity theft, and vandalism. He says that if you live in Oakland and one of the above happens to you, you need to let the police know online. Some 80 officers were to be let go at midnight last night. If a last-minute deal was not reached, that's about 10% of the workforce. So I'm not going to move to Oakland anytime soon. If you're not smart, like I'm not smart, a lot of this financial mess doesn't really make sense to us. We can't figure out how it is that all of this happened. I just happened across a video. In fact, somebody sent it to me, and it's all tongue-in-cheek. Actually, I'll make that fry-in-cheek. It's all tongue-in-cheek about how we got into this mess to begin with. Not just in America, but all across the world. And so there's a little bit of humor here, but there's a lot of stuff that makes sense. So take a look at this video quick so you'll be educated as to how the world got in the financial mess that it is. Take a listen. I'm going to eat some more cheeseburger.
Time now for John Clark and Brian Doyle with a few reflections on Europe's financial woes.
Your name is Roger, yes?
Roger.
Ah, that's your name.
Roger.
Good. And what do you do, Roger?
I'm a financial consultant.
Ah, financial consultant, eh?
Roger,
yeah,
yes.
Terrific. And, Roger, how's business at the moment?
Not bad, thank you. Been a bit quiet lately.
How do you mean lately?
Since the war, been a bit quiet.
Fair enough. Okay, Roger, your special subject tonight is the economies of the European community. Your time starts now. Best of luck.
Thank you.
How much does Greece owe, Roger?
$367 billion.
Correct. And who do they owe it to?
Mostly to the other European economies.
Correct. How much does Ireland owe?
$865 billion.
Correct. And who do they owe it to?
Other European economies, mostly.
Correct. How much do Spain and Italy owe?
$1 trillion each.
Correct. Who to?
Mainly France, Britain and Germany.
Correct. And how are Germany, France and Britain going, Roger?
Well, they're struggling a bit, aren't they?
Correct. Why?
Because they've lent all these vast amounts of money to other European economies that can't possibly pay them back.
Correct. So what are they going to do?
They're going to have to bail them out.
Correct. Where are they getting the money to do that, Roger?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that one.
How much does Portugal owe?
Hang on a minute. What was the answer to that earlier question?
Just keep answering the questions, Roger. Where is Portugal going to get the money it owes to Germany if Germany can't get back the money that it lent to Italy?
Just a minute. What was the answer to the previous question? The question was, how can broke economies
Yes.
lend money to other broke economies
Yes.
who haven't got any money because they can't pay back the money the broke economy lent to the other broke economy and shouldn't have lent it to them in the first place because the broke economy can't pay it back?
You're wasting very valuable time, Roger. How much money does Spain owe to Italy?
$41 billion, but where are they going to get it?
Correct. What does Italy owe to Spain?
$27 billion, but they haven't got it. They're broke.
Correct. How can they pay each other if neither of them has any money?
They're going to get a bailout, aren't they?
Correct. And where's the money coming from for the bailout?
That's what I'm asking you.
Correct. Why are people selling the European currency and buying the US dollar?
Because the US economy is so much stronger than the European economy.
Correct. Why is that, Roger?
Because it's owned by China.
Correct. And very well done. And after that round, you've lost $1 million.
I've lost $1 million. I thought you said well done.
Yes, well done. You've only lost $1 million. That's an extraordinary performance,
I've
Roger.
only lost $1 million.
Very well done.
And that's quite good, is it?
Oh, it's excellent.
Sell everything immediately. Quickly.
I think it's called laughing as you sink.
Wasn't that interesting and humorous? Now I'm going to turn a little bit more serious here because we actually have a video on this. It's called Baphomet, the God of Transformation. If you don't have a copy of that, just call or write our office and we'll send that to you. By the way, Alicia is finally going to come back to work next week. I'm like tickled to death she's coming back to work. And my little grandbaby is so beautiful. Appreciate all the letters that everybody wrote, the cards that were sent. I really appreciate that, and she does too. And baby and mama and daddy are doing quite nicely, and grandma and grandpa are just beside themselves. But anyway, she'll be returning to work this week, and she'll take all your orders. So if you don't have the video called Baphomet, the God of Transformation, I really want to encourage you to get this because it makes sense. You know, I showed this thing about the financial crisis. It makes sense when you see what Baphomet really is all about and the methods that are being employed right now to bring this world into a new world. The old world has to be dissolved. That's what's written on Baphomet's right arm, so that a new world could be coagulated or brought back together. And so I talk about different issues in this video, and one of the issues that I deal with in this video is the issue of race issues. Black versus white, or white versus everybody else, or everybody else versus the Jews. It doesn't matter, because things are sort of coming to a fruition, a conclusion in this country. If you look at Masonic symbols or occult symbols, you'll see something that's white and it's sort of fusing with something that's black. By the way, we have a president who is not black. His mother was white, his father was black. He is the fusion of both, and so he represents this concept. That's why he represents transformation. But anyway, since Obama became president, and I understand that there are probably some people in different locations in this country that don't like the president because he's not white. In fact, there was a statement made